throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane.
What an outstanding competition.
From miles around, best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke.
Holy smokes, that's a lot of horse.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky.
Look at that.
Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to
A hard-running steer, but he handles it.
Welcome to the show. That's perfect.
And here we go.
Hello, Houston!
You can't start a rodeo without hearing that. Look, Bobby T remains under the weather, but he's getting better each day, and we're hopeful to get him back sooner rather than later. If he was here, he'd want to talk the beginning of Super Series number 4, and it's pretty impressive, Andy, when you look down the list of the number of world champions. Marcus Costa in the tie-down roping, J.D. Struxness in the steer wrestling, 2 bareback riding world champions, Dean Thompson, Clayton Bigelow. This Super Series number 4 is loaded.
It is, and I'm looking to a bull rider, and before you say anything about me being a homer, Ernie Corson is from Okeechobee, Florida. I'm proud of the Sunshine State, but I hope he rides his bull because his celebration is unlike any other, so I hope we get to see it.
Yeah, and he should, because we rode that bull in the earlier Super Series, so we all want to see Ernie's celebration dance. We have a very talented young lady that can bring you all the stories from on the arena floor, and she'll do just that for you today. Let's go down and meet Janie Johnson.
Thank you, Boyd. With arms wide open, we are ready to welcome Creed to the star stage after the rodeo coming up in just a little bit. I'm here behind the buck and shoots, but I want to talk about saddle bronc rider Zeke Thurston, who just so happens to be helping world champion Dean Thompson with his bareback horse right now. But Zeke, you actually won Rodeo Houston back in 2015. Now you're a 4-time world champion. How much did this rodeo really catapult your career?
Yeah, it was kind of the one that kicked it all off, kind of got my name out there, and it's always exciting to come back every year and try our hand at it again. And even today, the guy in the parking lot that was helping park the contestants, he said, I remember you the first time you came, so it's pretty cool that people remember that, and it's always exciting to come back and try it on.
We love having you back every year. Best of luck tonight.
Awesome, thank you.
Zeke Thurston, he's got yuppie bubbles tonight in the saddle bronc riding. I can't wait to get it started.
We can't wait to watch it either. Thank you, Jenny. Let's start the competition with the tie-down roping, brought to you by Boot Barn. And 1 year ago, the guy that won Rodeo Houston went on to win the World Championship. That's Riley Webb. He's now a 2-time Rodeo Houston champ. He won it in 23 and 25. Here's the field. I mentioned Marcos Costa, but Riley Pruitt's an NFR champion. So there's some talent in this field.
The Show Me State will kick us off. Tom Kraus, now calling Cushing, Oklahoma home. Number 5 in the world, qualified to the National Finals Rodeo last year for the first time. Down the line he will go. The son of a tie-down roper, keeping the family legacy going. 9.7. It's a solid start for the Gallatin, Missouri man.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold back on that, folks, because I think there's a good shot that's a top 4 time. In each round of a Super Series, they get more familiar with the setup, more familiar with the cattle, and the times usually creep faster after each round of a Super Series. So 9.7 is not a bad start. Let's go to a 27-year-old Cajun from Iowa, Louisiana, and there's nothing this all-around hand can't do. He's a steer wrestler. He is a calf roper. He's a 3-time NFR qualifier. He went to the NFR in this event. That's our World Series, our Super Bowl. And he won $84,000 in 10 nights doing this. $8,400 a night, just roping 1 calf at a time. He's 5'9", 180 pounds. He's not the biggest guy here, but he can be fast. Zach Youngblood, Louisiana, got to clear the calf. He's got to get him up. He does. Straighten the front leg, bring up the hind 2. Has to push that leg down. And he'll be a second longer than Tom Kraus, who set the bar. Oh, now they're telling us it's a no time. Oh, for Tom Kraus, excuse me. The first run has been negated from a 9-7 to a no time. So now 10-7 for the guy you just watched becomes the time to beat.
All around Cowboy, Seth Hall. He can do it all. He can team rope. Seen him do a little steer roping too. He can do it all. Horseshoer, trains a lot of his own horses too. Been the all-around champ of the Turquoise Circuit Finals. Split the win in Cave Creek, not too far from home last March. 35-year-old Cowboy is a veteran now. Been to the NFR Open, the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo in Colorado Springs. Long reach with the rope, gather them up, yes sir! Traveled a long ways to tie that calf. How he did when he did.
Watch him hustle back to his horse though. He's not 100% confident that this tie is gonna hold. The calf gets 6 seconds to kick free, so he hustles back to his horse because the time of 6 seconds starts once he rides slack forward into that loop. It's gonna stand for the rancher from the land of enchantment. 9-2 for Seth Hall. Now let's go to the Marcus Costa, 2017 champion of the world. We'll see his bride in the barrel racing a little bit later on. Costa, 6'1", 180 pounds. Last year, he won Logandale, Nevada with Andy. He won Albuquerque. Got to be faster than 9-2. Blocks. That's good. Here we go. Horse working maybe too good. That's okay. Y'all want to learn a little rodeo terminology? That's called bobbling your hooey. What? So the last knot, 1-2 there. The third knot is called the hooey, and he bobbled it. So he had to unwrap and start all over. 14-9 for Marcos.
You know, I was just going to mention, Boyd, the way he handled that calf, he uses his size to his advantage,
Yes.
as does the next guy, Riley Pruitt. 3-time NFR qualifier and the son of a world champion. He is 6'2", 210 pounds. So when we talk about size, he's big enough to steer wrestle if he wanted to.
Split the win in Rapid City. His dad, Troy, his mama, Marty, very proud of this young man. Calf gets the jump. Oh. Well, if you throw darts, sometimes they stick to the board and sometimes they end up on the bathroom wall. No time for Riley.
I've never been to a restroom that had darts in it.
You should go to the bars where I play darts.
So last year, one of the coolest human interest pieces we had of the rodeo is this guy right here, Marty Yates, got stuck in traffic. But in order to get to the rodeo, he unloaded his horse right off the 610 loop and galloped into NRG Stadium just to make it here on time.
True story. He's currently number 6 in the world standings, 31-year-old veteran. 11-time NFR qualifier. Look out. 7's on the way. Can we get there? Just off of it. Now, there's another guy. He's 6 foot, 180 pounds. College standout at Hill College. Reserve world champion in 2020, but that was just exactly what you're looking for. Uh-oh. Now they're telling us a no time. The calf must have kicked free within the 6 seconds. Oh, you see Marty's reaction. Now listen, if you have a this is a great thing about a Super Series. If the first round is not good, that's okay. It doesn't matter. We throw what happens today out. It's a brand new game tomorrow and the day after that. You get 3 kicks at the cat, as my buddy from Canada used to say.
Blaine Cox must be salivating. If he's quicker than 10-7, he'll win no worse than third. He's trying to keep that calf standing by the way he handles his slack. Will get him up. Strings, gathers and ties, 10 flat. And just like that, as he gingerly walks back to his horse, that puts him number 2 in the round, and he'll win no worse than third.
So our final cowboy to go, his name is Quade Hyatt. And we asked Quade earlier, is going last beneficial? Is it a help?
You just see the whole field go and just kind of get your game plan. If it's tough set, you're going to have to go at them. But if it's softer, you get to lay up a little bit and just go make a nice smooth run and get a good check.
So I think it's the latter for him right now. There's only 4 qualified runs. They range from 9-2 to 14-9. So he's going to probably do the latter. He doesn't have to run at him. If there were a bunch of 8s and 9s, then he would.
It's also very dependent on the start. If he can be close to that barrier line and you can be 9-1 and win round 1, $3,000 in the bank really makes you feel comfortable.
Amen. Horse, calf, cowboy. Everybody's got to be looking the same way at the same time. Look at the eyes on that horse. All right, he laid it back. It looked to me like he got out.
I think so. That calf took a step to the right. He fired his rope out. Look at the hands.
You called it, Andy.
Woo!
You thought the 9-2 was a little soft, so he might take the opposite approach and really press, which he did because he laid that barrier back. I mean, it touched the front shoulder of his horse, but he did not break it. And the last guy to go was the best guy to go. 8.7 for Quade Hyatt. The 26-year-old cowboy from Canyon, Texas, is going to steal the win in round 1 of Super Series 4.
Put a little baby powder on that rope because the humidity in Texas amplifies the need for things to go smoothly. A long reach with a rope, how you handle your slack determines the action of the calf. How you handle your piggin string depends, or is one of the qualifiers on how you get paid. A smile from the world champ, the disappointment from the millionaire, and the exhale from the fastest time of round 1, which belongs to Quade Hyatt, followed by Seth Hall. Cox and Youngblood all getting good checks in round 1 of Super Series 4. Thank you to Boot Barn for bringing us our tie-down ropers.
This is the Rodeo Houston Super Series. Here's how it works. We invite 40 of the top athletes in each of our 8 events. They're divided into 5 Super Series. Each one of those events is 3 rounds. At the end of the 3 rounds, the highest money winner is crowned the Super Series champion. They receive custom boots, courtesy of Alberta Boot Company Outfitters, and a custom Les Paul style electric guitar created especially for Rodeo Houston Super Series champions. Out of each of the 5 Super Series, the 4 highest money winners advance to one of our 2 semifinals. There are 10 athletes in each of the semifinals. We take the top 4 from semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 and advance them to the championship. The 6 that do not advance from each semifinal round get another chance. They'll go to one of our 2 wild card competitions. The winner from each wild card will advance to the championship for a shot at the $65,000, with a total purse of over $2.5 million. That's how the revolutionary Rodeo Houston Super Series works.
Mount up. We're going to buck them in the bareback riding. Coming up next at Rodeo Houston.
Hey, folks, if you're 21 or older, pledge to rodeo responsibly as the Miller Lite designated driver. Scan the QR code and you'll receive a complimentary fountain drink or bottle of water. Responsibility has its rewards. Always playing for a safe ride home.
Thanks to Cavender's Boot City. They sponsor our hardworking arena crew. There they are feeding out in the back pens. They're down in the dirt, on the chutes, making it all work behind the scenes.
As we told you earlier, we're excited to be on 3 networks, Space City Home Network, as well as the Cowboy Channel, but we're also on Telemundo, so let's meet our Spanish-speaking announcers. That's Enrique and Luis. Hi, guys.
Hola, saludos amigos, les invitamos a que nos acompañen durante todo el rodeo en la aplicación Telemundo Texas y RODEOHOUSTON.com con toda la acción cada noche en español.
Caballeros, please download the Telemundo Texas app, and now for today's face of the day, Boyd Andy Jineteo de Ovejo. I know you're going to love it. It's for everyone, and they're going to love it and scream it. It is Mutton Bustin'.
I didn't know that was Spanish.
Hey, hey.
I'm not sure I could say it as well as Luis and Enrique could do it, that's for sure. I know just enough Spanish to get slapped. What a crowd. Oh, they're packing it in at NRG Stadium. And they're about to get treated to the Bareback bronc riding, brought to you by Chevron. Folks, in this contest, just watch the faces of the Cowboy. They'll tell you all the work they're going through. 1 year ago, Rocker Steiner not only left here as the champion of Houston, he went on to become a world champion. We've got two of them in this field. Clayton Bigelow and Dean Thompson will end the competition today. So some great bareback riders are ready to ply their trade.
Started with a rematch for Mason Stuller, the standout at Western Texas College from Veneta, Oregon. He's number 9 in the world. This Grand Slam baby from the Calgary Stampede. He had him in Calgary and was 83 points. But this little black horse tosses a little power at Mason and he gives it right back.
Is that a brand new Latigo on the right side of the saddle? Look, that leather looks brand new. After what happened to Bradley Miller last night, I think a lot of guys did some equipment inspection. It looked to me like he might have put brand new Latigos on there to make sure that they were tough enough to handle that Calgary horse. 77 points for the Oregon Cowboy, Andy, not what he was gunning for.
No, and I don't like the look on his face as he goes back to the buck and shoots, holding that right arm. Boyd pointed out, with the cinch broken last night, everybody's doing equipment checks. 20-year-old Cashton Ford from the motorcycle country of Sturgis, South Dakota. Love the name of this horse. Calgary calls it Getting Frisky.
Yeah, they use this horse in the bareback and the saddle bronc riding. So in Hardgrass, Montana last August, saddle bronc rider Lefty Holman was 87 points on this horse. But Cashton's been doing good. He was 84.5 at the Cinch World's Toughest in St. Paul. Top 4 in Denver with an 84.5 as well. 20-year-old Cowboy. Come on, Texas, ride with South Dakota tonight. That's a good-looking ride. And lots of swoops. A little duck to the left, a little duck to the right.
And as far as user-friendly goes, you're usually going to see the easier horses to ride in the bareback and saddle bronc ride in round 1. Cashton making it look easy. 83 points, and South Dakota's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, but for how long? We're going to the number 6 man in the world. He got his college career kicked off at Western Texas College. This is the Wilderness Circuit Finals champion, Coop Cook from Victor, Idaho, on a horse called Arbitrator Joe. This is another one of those horses that they buck in both contests. Here comes the 23-year-old, one of the top 6 bareback riders in the game. Flash those feet. Great job. So we haven't said this yet tonight, Andy, but we need to reiterate it every night. Half the score comes from the horse for how hard he is to ride. So let's judge the horse. Does the horse kick out the back end really high and hard? That's what the judges are wanting to see, the horse kicking out the back end. Then how about the Cowboy spurs? Is he rolling them up to the rigging with each jump? Yes, he is. And when you ride like that, you get a score like this, 85.5, and Coop Cook moves to the number 1 spot.
The gauntlet has been thrown down, Luke Thrash, so it's going to take more. He's in the top 10 of the world, the Louisiana man who now lives in Erath County on a young horse from Calgary called Heated Western. Jumping up and down, making things a little difficult. Now that horse kind of puts it in reverse for just one jump, but stays very close to the chutes and gets up in the air.
And I think that flank, the tail of the flank, gets underneath the horse's tail. And that's really freaking the horse out a little bit, I think. Watch, see how the tail of that flank is underneath his tail? And now all of a sudden the horse is like, what's that? And just starts jumping and kicking and jumping. It's a top 2 score, 83 points for Luke Thrash. Like it.
Our pickup men, Randy Britton, Chase Servey, Taos Muncie, and Tyler Kraft helping us out, making sure our livestock exits to the north.
That would lead us to the 30-year-old. 10 years ago, this man was the Rookie of the Year in all of professional rodeo. 4 years later, he'd win his first and only World Championship in 2019. His name is Clayton Bigelow. He's from Clements, California. His mom trains jumping horses. But this 5'6", 150-pound cowboy has got a horse called Harry Money. 7-year-old gelding from the Calgary Stampede. That's where the horse comes from. Clayton. There's the Bigelow we've come to know and love. A good start to this bareback ride with 85.5 283s.
Well, Boyd, you and I watched him over a decade ago at the College National Finals. I'm so happy to see him back healthy. He's riding like he's healthy, and the scores say so as well. 84 puts him number 2 in the round. Come on, you can smile for an 84. There it is. Oh, that's good.
All right, well, man, this is a great round one. As we turn now to Western Timberman, 5'8", 155 pounds. His dad, Chris, rode bareback horses. His uncle, Kelly, won a world championship. Weston's 21. He was the 2024 Rookie of the Year. Got a 7-year-old gelding called Happening Fact, another Calgary Stampede bucket horse. So yes, Survey Championship Rodeo is your stock contractor of record, but they've leased animals from the Calgary Stampede. Here comes Weston. Riding left-handed. And it looks like he may have got rocked over to the left just a little.
That horse has to weigh 1,400 pounds, maybe more. I mean, when you see that kind of horse pulling on your arm, right here, everything looks good, but that left foot drops just a little bit, throws his timing off. 79 points for Timberman. And that has him a little down farther than he wanted to be. Speaking of horsepower, the next guy is R.C. Landingham. We asked him, tell us about your horse.
Tonight I have a horse called Zastron Acres, one of those horses that's been around for a lot of my career, and I've never been on him, but everybody says he's really nice, leaves there pretty hard, and then just circles around the left, and should be fun, and a lot of timing, and hopefully show off on him.
All right, so the first time for the veteran bareback rider to get on the veteran bucket horse. It's a 15-year-old gelding out of Graded Coconut. This horse's dad was an all-star world champion bucket horse, RC. Number 4 in the world, but he's tall. 6'1", 165 pounds, so he's a little longer than your average bareback rider. They said he leaves strong.
Push his head over.
So we ask him to push his head over to the left to make his body go to the right. Here we go. He did leave strong. Hard left-hand turn out of that bucket chute, almost a complete 180. So the book that he said he was told was 100% true. When he said the horse leaves strong, this horse almost makes a 180 out of the bucket chute, just like that. And then he was told he'll just circle around there to the left and you could get in good timing. RC, whoever told you what he needed, was telling him the truth, and he took advantage of it. Brand new number 1, 87 points for R.C. Landingham.
But it ain't over yet, because in comes the 2024 champ of the world, Dean Thompson. He's got a rematch with a 15-year-old gelding called You See Me. He had this horse at San Antonio last year. The Altamont, Utah man lives just outside of Vernal. He's number 12 in the world. When he had this horse before, he was 83 and a half. And it's tough to say, but 83 and a half would be just a golf clap tonight. I mean, that'd be a 4th place check. And a solid effort from the champ of the world. You compare it to some of those other rides, I don't know if the degree of difficulty was exactly the same, but hey, nothing to sniff at. 84 points ties him for 3rd and 4th.
He's happy with that. Got his tongue stuck out. Folks, when we look back on the bareback riding, I want you to look at the faces of the Cowboys and the bucking horses, because in their eyes and in their grimace is everything you need to know about bareback riding. It is work. It is physically demanding to hold on to 1,500 pounds of bucking horse. R.C. Landingham did it as good as anybody tonight, and when it hurts bad. When it feels good, it is exhilarating. And then when you're a world champion trying to get another one, Houston is your home. The blue eyes and the big smile for RC. He gets first place money. Cook, Bigelow, and Thompson all cashing in. And we say thank you to our friends at Chevron for bringing us the bareback ride.
Double them up. Team Roping is coming up next in the Bayou City.
Thank you to Houston Methodist, the official healthcare providers of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and supporters of our Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine, caring for our rodeo athletes.
Captions are available on your mobile device at rodeohouston.com/captions. We'll make it easy for you. Just point your camera at the QR code on the center screens, and it will take you directly to our closed caption mobile app. Now look up to the video screens. It's the Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam, and it's bringing out the Wild West in you. Let's see who wants to play along.
Oh, I love this, Andy. They're having so much fun out there. Great selfie, but even better when you're riding a bull, no reins or anything, up there on the Carnival cruise ship, getting a suntan or being at the rodeo. There's no better places to be.
What about this one? Oh, she's riding a horse. Backing him up.
Oh, this is so funny. It's really quite uncanny how similar it looks. You see right there, awesome, but then the fringe, cowgirl get up on the boat, tip the hat, wave to the fans. It's so fun.
She's riding her horse around, ready to play along with us. A big thank you again to our friends at the Carnival Cruise Line for bringing us the Cowboy Cam.
As we return to action, somebody got a pink unicorn at the carnival today. She is very excited to show it off. We're about to show off our team roping skills with headers and heelers, brought to you by Corral Boots. 1 year ago when we left, Derek Begay and Colton Todd won over 130 grand as a team. But you've got some past champions in here of Rodeo Houston too. So actually we're going to start with one. So let's get started.
Nelson Wyatt and Jonathan Torres. Two-time NFR qualifier is Wyatt from Clanton, Alabama. Jonathan Torres, the Floridian, trying to rope 2 feet. And will catch an outside leg, 11-9. 5-second penalty for only roping one hind leg.
That steer must have been created at NASA because somebody put a rocket in his rump. That steer was moving like he was Seabiscuit. Running hard. Let's go now to Corbin Rice, Cooper Freeman. They finished in the top 3 at the Fort Bend County Fair with a 4.4 second run. They were 3-9 in Odessa. 24-year-old header, 23-year-old healer, so a couple of kids. The headers from New Mexico. The healers from Missouri. Fire. Yeah, we got 2 hind feet. And they say clean in the field. And they'll stop the clock at 6-4.
Mason Appleton and Sid Sporer. Chelsea, Oklahoma, and Cody, Wyoming. Mason Appleton, half of the duo that holds the world record in this event. But the pin wasn't nearly as big where they set it. Nice. Oh, no, he slipped the leg. 12-2. I believe he had both back feet in the loop, but he pulled the inside leg. So 12-2 with that 5-second penalty for only catching one hind leg. Here it is. Head loop's gonna go on, and then watch. He ropes both hind legs, but he sneaks that left leg out of it right there. Dang it.
He's from Cody, Wyoming. Sid is. That's a bucket list. Whoa, Tyler Worley, old Redbeard, has showed up in full force today. I like this team on paper. You got Wyatt Bray to the horns, Tyler Worley to the heels. Arkansas and Texas stopping at 7.1, and that should slide them currently into the number 2 spot. Oh, they broke the barrier. You can't do that. Didn't give this steer the required head start. So look, that steer will trip it by the time he crosses that line in the dirt, but you can see the heading horse broke it. Not a judgment call. You can tell by the way it's tripped.
So pretty cool story about the man that's heading for the next duo. Shea Carroll actually won this rodeo as a heeler back in 2015. So he's teaming up now, heading for Denton Dunning, the youngster from Surprise, Arizona. They are number 24 and number 19, respectively, in the world standings. Shea Carroll has been to the National Finals Rodeo 3 different times. He gets backed in the corner.
It's one of those deals where you got a veteran at the horns and a young gun at the heel.
And it's been soft up to this point. 6-4 winning it. After that, it goes to penalties. Clean run, 8-7. That puts them number 2.
Yeah. So to your point, Andy, it's a little soft right now. 6-4, 8-7, and then everybody else has been penalized, either for a barrier or only roping one hind leg. So good, smooth runs are probably going to pay pretty good. Let's see what Brady Trine and Peyton Bray's attitude is. Peyton, the healer, is a former Rookie of the Year from 2019 and an NFR champion. That's the guy on the left of your screen. Brady Trine had no choice. His family, Clay, Travis, they all rope. Huntley, Montana, 36-year-old veteran. Stays mostly in the Northwest. Here's Brady with the horns on a steer that kind of went hard left on him. 6-7. That's exactly what they wanted. Now watch, this steer goes left, and then if you're the header, you got to move your horse. So watch his left hand. See him move his horse over to the left to stay left of that steer when he throws the head loop. Nice job of horsemanship by Brady Tryon.
Bry Kreitz and Ross Ashford. Bry Kreitz, the man on the right of your screen, made it to the National Finals Rodeo in 2022. But this duo just won Tucson, Arizona. So it has Bry, number 10 in the world, Ross, number 6 on the heel side. He qualified to the National Finals a year before. 6-3 guarantees him no worse than second, but a hard-running steer. Take one more swing. 7-4. 7-4 puts them third, so they'll win no worse than fourth.
Yeah, and 8-7 is sitting in the number 4 hole right now. Okay. Fredericktown, Missouri sent us a 24-year-old header named Colby Krieger. Colby finished in the top 3 at the Georgia Nationals in Perry. He picked up checks in Fort Worth and San Antonio. Rance Doyle at Kennefic, Oklahoma is his 25-year-old partner. He made the finals in Fort Worth, won $15,000 in San Antonio. And that is the first and only miss of the night in the team roping competition. So some tough luck for Missouri and Oklahoma. Why do they wear a glove? Because let me tell you something. When that rope runs through your fingers, it will burn. Look at the eyes. Look at the timing. Throw it. Grab it. Ropes aren't tied to the saddle horn, so you got to wrap them around. Watch this. He's got to wrap it around that saddle horn. Sometimes it's triumph, and that gets a grin. Sometimes it's tragedy, and that gets a look. Anyway, you stack it up. Brady Trine and Peyton Bray win the night, chased by Kreitz and Ashford, as we say thank you to our friends at Corral Boots for bringing us the team roping.
Don't go anywhere. The event that began it all, saddle bronc riding, is coming up next.
Hello amigos, this is your telenovela friend Gabriel Soto. And my friends at La Michoacana Meat Market want y'all to have an amazing time at the rodeo. If you're drinking, celebrate responsibly. Plan ahead, choose a designated driver, or get a safe ride home. Because at La Michoacana Meat Market, we care about you and our community. Enjoy the show.
Check out the best seats in the house. Those are the chute seats, presented by Chenier, right behind the bucket chutes.
Okay, guys, it is autograph time in the fan zone, section 124 and 104. We have a limited amount of buckles to give away to the kids, and I see one lucky kid right here. I want to give you this beautiful buckle for coming here to the fan zone. Congratulations. And he got to meet tie-down roper Marty Yates. Marty, how much do you love interacting with these fans?
Oh, it's so much fun to come to Rodeo Houston and get to come up here and see everybody, and it makes it all worth it.
They love getting to meet you. This is the place to be. All the rodeo athletes. We have rodeo royalty. Leon Coffey is here. And like I said, all of our athletes. We even have bull rider Trey Kimsey, who couldn't wait to meet the fans. He came up before the bull riding. So fun. Come to the fan zone.
That's outside NRG. If you like a wine garden, we got a champion one, right? There's nothing down here that isn't championship caliber. That includes the wine garden and the saddle bronc riding. The classic event in the sport of professional rodeo is sponsored by Energy Transfer. And last year, one of them riding rights, a guy by the name of Ryder Wright, three-time champion of the world, left town with all the cookies in the cookie jar. Kind of Canada night. Mosca, the two Hay brothers, Zeke Thurston. That's a four-time champion of the world, so it should be good watching, but Canada's out in full force.
5 Canadians and 8 Canadian bucket horses. Here is Moxa. Lucas, the 28-year-old leather worker. Cincy Whitney is a horse that has been to the Canadian finals, and they put up some big numbers whenever they ride him, Boyd.
Yes, they do, but look, Lucas's dad, Ward, raises bucking horses. Lucas is 6'2". He's really tall for a saddle bronc rider. But when he gets those legs flying, they go a big direction. 83 points for the High River Alberta, Canada Cowboy. As we go now to the first of two Hay brothers. Logan is the elder. His dad rode a 20-time NFR qualifier and a 2-time Houston champion. His uncle Denny, great bronc rider. His brother Dawson, you'll meet later. He just won Tucson, the Fiesta de los Vaqueros. He won it with an 86.5. This is daunting news. Jake Finlay was 86 on this horse in San Antonio. So Logan's got to like his draw.
Pulls his hat down tight. Then nods with the right hand, holding the bronc rein. Firing those feet. Oh no, he lost his right stirrup. That's an immediate disqualification. Thankfully, he makes it down to the ground safely.
Yeah, you know, even if you don't see the stirrup, you see him grab that rein with two hands. Because you take that stirrup away, and bad things are about to happen. So the minute he loses that stirrup, he's like, whoa, wait a second. I need to get two hands on this rein and save my body. Because if I don't have those stirrups to land on, things are going to get nasty. Anyway, tough luck for Logan. Didn't want that for the first of the two brothers. Let's go to another man from a rodeo family. His dad, David, his uncle, Philip. Great bull riders.
Yeah, no, we'll get him up now.
Watch Shea Fournier win the Northwest Florida Championship Rodeo on the football field in Bonifay, Florida. Shea Fournier also rode the world champion, the black tie, in Logandale for 92 points. This Upper Bubble's a veteran mare, an 18-year-old from the Calgary Stampede, and he is making this look like a clinic. Clickety-clack. This horse makes it so simple just to do your job. No tricks, everything is just straightforward, but we need a better get off.
He got off like he was diving off the high board in the swimming pool. Seriously, Shay, what happened here? Because what a beautiful ride, but then, all right, time to get off. I think I'll just try to dive off of this thing. 78 points for the Cajun from Raceland, Louisiana. Now this is my pick because it's a rematch. Cade Bruno had this horse in Kennewick, Washington last August. This is an NFR bucking horse called Weekend Departure, and he rode him in Kennewick for 87 points. This Shallow Idaho Cowboy won the finals in Tucson with an 87-point ride. Was 86 in San Antonio. 5'9", 140 pounds, and the top 5 saddle bronc rider in the world standings. A 16-year-old mare, and he knows her well enough that he wants her standing the way he needs her to be for him to do here what he did in Kennewick.
See how balled up, Goose? That's about it there.
Now, Goose just told her that's about it. That's how she goes. A rear out. Feet above the point of the shoulders, toes turned out. This is looking good.
Wow.
He just keeps improving each and every time you see him, brother.
Yeah, and Andy, we talked about this in the bareback ride, and half the points from the horse. Well, the horse got some points for that rear out. He's getting more points for the way he jumps off the ground and kicks out the back. And my, oh my, Cade Bruno's going to be stacking them up as well by turning his toes out and firing them to the front end. Brand new leader, 85.5 points as he stabs that mark out. You think things get weird in Austin? There was nothing weird about the way he rode that one.
Well, stay inside the city limits. Here's the younger brother of Logan, who we saw just a little bit ago, Dawson Hay. The millionaire has made 6 different trips to the national finals. Got a horse out of a world champion from the Calgary Stampede. This is a son of Grated Coconut called Geared Luxury. 7-year-old gelding.
Outside, guys.
See what the young man can do on the young horse. What a recovery. After that first jump, I thought that was lights out.
Ooh. That was a battle.
Yeah, I mean, when you watch this first jump, when he's looking up at the ceiling right here, that is not what you want to see, but a great job keeping himself underneath the swell.
Yeah, he battled back from that, and this horse had more than one changeup on Dawson. And there's a good look at the blue-eyed second-generation Cowboy. Now waiting for the verdict, and it comes in at 80 points. That's top 3, 80 points for Dawson.
Brandon Lance for the next guy to go. We asked him, how excited are you for having your first trip here to Rodeo Houston?
Yeah, we got here a couple hours early. We spent a good while walking around, checking out all the shops, and it's been great so far. I'm real excited for tonight.
You won the qualifier at the Fort Bend County Fair and Rodeo. Getting a little assistance from the Red Panda, who's already advanced from Super Series number 3. Sort of proud, the horse from the Calgary Stampede. Sage Newman was 84.5 on this horse in San Antone. And Brandon's doing his best, hustling to the front.
Now that horse is going to cover a little ground, though. Sorta proud. So you're going to see that this horse travels a little bit more than some of the others. The others stayed a little closer and a little collected. And it's going to be 70 points for the champ from Fort Bend, the 26-year-old from Cotulla, Texas. Now to a Cowboy that Janie talked to in our opening. The 2015 Rodeo Houston champ. And since that time, he's won 4 gold buckles. You win the Super Bowl, you get a Lombardi trophy. You win a world title in rodeo, you get a gold buckle.
You're so fat. You're so fat, man. Okay, well, pull that neck rope off. Pull the neck rope off.
I think he did. You can say things about a mayor that you can't say about relatives at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, all right. He was eating up a lot of space in that room. Come on, y'all, he's trying to be 86. Look at the quick feet. His dad, Skeeter, competed in 6 NFRs. He throws a little dirt. Kind of indicates his attitude about what just happened over the last 8 seconds. Spurt over his rein right there. Horse takes a little of it, too, chucking its nose down between its legs. See that? Every time that horse takes its nose to the ground, just inches off the ground. 82.5 for the 4-time champ of the world. That's good enough for top 3 right now.
Our final Cowboy to go, also our 5th Canadian, 29-year-old Cole Oshbacher. Made it to the National Finals Rodeo 3 years ago. Equal Money is the Canadian Finals bucking horse that Q Taylor posted an 87.5 on in Kennewick. So this 9-year-old mare is going to give Cole a shot if she has the trip she usually does. Kind of lunges out with a funky start, but does not hold Cole back. Wow, that horse almost scrapes the ground with its nose. I mean, he's almost to the end of his bronc rein. These last 2 rides, in my opinion, if you want to ride saddle broncs, just take notes from how these guys utilize their feet, turning their toes out. The judges didn't miss a beat of it. It's a top 2 score, 84.5 for Cole. Keep him in the money.
Way to go. Good night for Canada. So pull your hat down. And if you're scared, say you're scared. Lift on that rein. Reach with those feet. Turn those toes out because the money's in the main. Dawson back in the saddle. Bearing down like his family legacy. And there's another 2nd-generation talent. Love it when they smile. Absolutely love it when they smile. And don't love it when they don't. What? Is that Cade Bruno of Idaho, darn near Canada. Then Cole Ashbacher, Lucy Maka, and Zeke Thurston. 3 out of the top 4 were Canadians. Thanks to Energy Transfer for bringing us the saddle bronc riding.
Let's dig in and get dirty. Steer wrestling. It's coming up next.
It's time for entertainer trivia. Everybody look at the big screens in the center of the pen. Answer the question on the screen correctly for a chance to win season tickets to the 2027 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
And you want to visit the Fan Zone presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in section 104 and 124. Such awesome opportunity to meet rodeo royalty as well as your rodeo athletes. You can see the Rodeo Houston champion saddle up close at both locations. So go ahead and make your way. Miss Rodeo America and Miss Rodeo Texas are there. And that guy, Leon Coffey, it's all happening in the Fan Zone.
Take a look at the video screens. It's the Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam, and it's bringing out the Wild West in you. Let's see who's looking good. We start with this young lady riding a bull for the first time. Great job.
So much fun with this, Andy, and I love these selfies. Thanks for sending them in. Here you are at Rodeo Houston, and then next thing you know, you're in your cowboy gear on a Carnival cruise ship catching a tan.
Well, hello. She is riding a horse. I love it. Thank you again to Carnival Cruise Line for putting that cowboy on the cam.
Looking good inside NRG as the action continues with the steer wrestling. It's kind of like MMA with a farm animal. It's sponsored by Mattress Firm. If you're going to wrestle 600 pounds according to steer to the ground, you better be built for it. Tucker Allen is. He is another one of those guys that won Rodeo Houston and went on to become the world champion in the same season. But look at the size. Don Payne and Chance Howard, 2 of the biggest guys you're going to see today. Both of them got plenty of size, and that includes this band, the former NFR champ.
Started as a bareback rider and a saddle bronc rider.
Yeah, you see that pawn advertisement on his right breast? He bought a bareback rigging out of his dad's pawn shop. And then he decided to ride bareback horse. Could you see a 6'4", 245-pound bareback rider?
No.
Me neither.
But it turns out that steer wrestling fit him to a T. Coming off his second trip to the National Finals Rodeo, split the win over the 4th of July in Livingston. Holding that horse as he comes across the barrier line, and he broke it. 13-9. The barrier rule applies in this event just like it did in the tie-down roping and the team roping.
Yeah, just kind of double clutched. He's trying to hold that horse back, but the start, that means how far you got to let the steer move before you begin pursuit, is pretty long in an arena like this. You take the NFR inside the Thomas & Mack, you could put 5 or 6 of those arenas in this pen. And because of that, the start at the NFR is really quick because it's really short. In this big arena, you got to let them go. But Stetson Jorgensen just did really well in the big arena in Tucson. It's outdoor, but he's currently the number 3 man in the world. Kissimmy's on a football field as well, and he split the win there. Number 3 man, Stetson Jorgensen, 6'1", 220. And he's going to get the barrier too. Now, if this continues to happen, then all of a sudden, yeah, now watch his right hand. He is doing everything he can. He's pulling back. That means whoa. When I say whoa, I mean whoa. But then there comes a time where you just got to go. And unfortunately, it was a little too quick.
Yeah, and sadly, sometimes those horses can't hear us on the arena floor to slow down in time. Joseph Goose of Drayton Valley, Alberta, Canada. Won Hempstead in order to qualify to be here with us. 31 years of age. That is the Waller County Fair and Rodeo. Looks like he got out from behind the barrier line. To the steer he goes, to the nose and down, 4.9. Now we got it going.
Just right. He got here by being the champion at the Waller County Fair. He qualified by winning Waller County over in Hempstead. Now he's showing he belongs here now. You mentioned Austin city limits a second ago. If you laid this guy on the ground, his toes would be on the east side and his head would be on the west. This is Chance Howard, 6'6", 225 pounds. First NFR last year in 2025, won the gold medal at the Salt Lake City Games. And that steer fell like a redwood tree. Slow motion.
But it's 6 seconds flat. He's still second. So for the moment anyway, but there's what Boyd was talking about, that steer folded up. Now, speaking of steer wrestling, we asked Ryan Shuckberg, why'd you choose this event?
Yeah, I rode broncs at the high school rodeos, and I got bored sitting around all day, and I figured if my dad could steer wrestle, it can't be that hard, so I figured I'd try it myself.
Ooh. 4 and 5 if he's clean. You catch him that quick, you get nervous sometimes. Yeah, I think he got it. Yep. How about it, folks? Brand new leader for the former bronc rider, 4.5. 28-year-old Ryan Shuckberg. As we go now to the 2024 champion of the world, J.D. Struxness. Look at him. Would it surprise you to know that he was a fullback in high school? Would it surprise you to know that he was a state champion wrestler in high school? Look at his neck. He doesn't even have one. His shoulders just grow into his ears. 6'2", 240.
That's a big boy. Creeping up on the $2 million mark. Won over $130,000 in 10 rounds of the National Finals Rodeo. Whoa! 3.8 for the past champ of the world, and that'll make you smile. Oh no, he broke the barrier. Dadgummit.
We did that at the same time. Because we're just fans, folks. You know, Andy and I might be commentators, but we know these guys. We like them all. Don't want anyone to lose. We want everybody to do well. And when it looks like a guy's done well and then a little bitty piece of string rains all over his party, you're like, gee whiz.
This guy can do something I can't.
What's
Skate
that?
on ice.
Yeah. He's been doing it since he was 5 years old. The hockey player named Nick Guy, a super shootout champion here. 8 times to the NFR. Bear down, Nicholas. Oh, Steer tries to take his head away. And he finishes up with an 8.7. Right now, that projects to 4th place money.
So he's in a spot where he could win a check.
Okay, so as Nick walks back, we're being told that Eli Lord is going to receive another steer. Now, typically, they draw what we call an extra. Sometimes steers get out of the arena before a guy can bulldog them, you know? So sometimes they'll do other things that make them unavailable for competition. So you always draw an extra steer, and you have it in the pen in case the Cowboy needs one, and it looks like Eli Lord's going to get one.
Eight and 7 in that number 4 spot. So it's a huge chance for a guy like Eli to slip in. 4-5, 4-9, 6 flat, 8-7, our top 4 times. So he will reset. Back this bay horse. The winner, or he split the win in Strathmore, Alberta. Won the Billings Nile Pro Rodeo. Steer takes a step to the right. Timing is there. Wow. 4.6.
To run a steer that far and still throw him in 4.6 seconds. Look how far he's got to go before he can catch the steer. Then he slides for another half mile. But boy, the groundwork was fabulous. That's good enough for a 2nd place finish for Eli Lord. And the bulldogging. Pretty tough, but so are the Cowboys. The hockey player with a big nod. The man in red from Arkansas. The Badger laying hand. Slide, left horn down, nose comes up. Whoever throws him the fastest wins the most. And take your hat off as the humidity drips from your nose. Canada has another good day, right? Ryan Schuckberg, Innisfail, Alberta. They're having a good day, the Canadians. Mattress Firm brought you the Steer Wrestlers.
The ladies in the barrel race will be turning and burning. Coming up next at Rodeo Houston.
America stands ready to aim higher, grow stronger, reach further. Wherever you find TC Energy, you'll see us fueling ambition and strengthening local economies by delivering abundant and affordable natural gas. Doing our part to help build a stronger America from the inside out. TC Energy is proud to present Community Day at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
You know, we think we found some people in the audience that look like superstars and celebrities. Let's see if we've got some people here that look like Chuck Norris. Do we have somebody here that looks like Texas Ranger? Let's see if we can find somebody that looks like Walker, Texas Ranger. Okay. Oh, Hello, Walker, Texas Ranger.
If only he would cry, his tears would cure cancer. There's Halle Berry.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Halle. Is she in the building?
Is Halle in the building?
Well, hello.
Woody.
No.
Uh-oh, here comes Andy.
It's Toy Story. Hey, look at this guy.
I could see that coming from a mile away. It's a good-looking crowd. They're all celebrities at Rodeo Houston just by being a fan that came to the show. Barrel racing is your next competition, and it is brought to you by S&B Engineers and Constructors. Cassie Mowry, two-time world champion and defending champion of Rodeo Houston. She'll be up in the final Super Series. Janie joins us for this. You'll hear her voice on a couple of the calls as we start with AC Pinkston at the top.
The reigning champion of the College National Finals Rodeo. Won the Black Hills Roundup in Belfast, South Dakota. Great place to be over the 4th of July. Was a reserve champ at Fort Worth. She's inside the top 10 in the world. Stephenville's Pinkston with two very good turns. One more, it's up. Now let's go. The Bay Horse needs to cross the line. 1474. Solid beginning.
Yes, that is. That could be tough to beat. Depends on how well they do. Let's go to Haley Garrison Graham. She's a digital marketing cowgirl. Made the semifinals at San Antonio. Columbia River Circuit Finals champ. Twice back-to-back. Glen, Montana's her home. Left-hand barrel first. Whoa! Just a bit outside on that first barrel. That's an interesting strategy, Cotton. She will slow the horse down because she realizes that being wide on that first barrel, there's no sense in pushing into the limit because it's only, it's going to be for naught. When things went bad right there, that's just like knocking a barrel.
All right, let's get ready for Kayla Costa. Originally from Brazil, she came to America to chase her barrel racing dream. She met the love of her life, world champion tied on roper Marcos Costa. This horse's name is the Dragon Roll. He's been out of competition for a while, but they are back here in the 2026 season. This horse can fly, and Kayla is one of the best to ride him. Awesome run, good start. Where's it gonna clock? Ooh, we are having a horse race tonight, guys. 1478. That's 4/100th of a second difference. Nice run.
So close. As we transition to Haley Gibson Stillwell of Red Crest, California. Coming off her first trip to the national finals, a little wide around the first one on the Palomino. The top 4 cowgirl in the world after finishing second in San Antone. Let's try to make up some ground. And 15:02, not too shabby, but that's already third.
All right, a great start to our barrel race, and I mentioned it, 4/100th of a second difference between first and second with Kayla Costa as well as AC Pinkston. Now, we talk about that first barrel a lot. We're going to take a look at the ghost camera. That first barrel is a blind barrel, meaning you cannot see that barrel until you get through that alleyway. We're going to take a look here as AC's on the dark horse called Bullet. Kayla Costa's on the Dragon Roll. Quite a difference as we go into that second barrel, and then they start to catch up to each other. AC's got a clear lead leading in here to that third barrel, and this is when the race really gets close. AC went a little bit by that third. Kayla wrapped it a little tighter, but that is where that straight line going home for the third barrel for AC Pinkston to be in that lead with a 1474. This is her second showing here at Rodeo Houston. She was a college champion, but now she is dominating in the pro circuit. It is going to be an awesome season. Guys, we've seen 2 sweeps in the barrel race so far this year at Rodeo Houston. I don't know if we can do it again.
Yeah, that'd be amazing if we do. No doubt about that. We also, Janie, as you well know, will be starting the second half of the barrel racing with a former Rodeo Houston champion, the cowgirl that won it in 2024. Her name would be Leslie Small-You-Go from Skytook, Oklahoma. She got a pony for a Christmas present when she was 3 years old. That's how this career started. She's a South Dakota State University grad. But she got that pony when she was 3 years old and said, that's it. I'm in love with horses. And then went on to become the 2024 champ at Houston, two-time NFR qualifier. And they're easing her down the entrance alley. Sometimes those horses like to have a little company. Uh-huh. Is that Randy, I think?
That's Taos.
Well, that's Taos. Okay. Taos of Muncie, two-time world champion saddle bronc rider. Trying to help convince Leslie's horse. Start loping together.
Well, this horse has been in this arena before, too, so.
Yeah, there's Binion Shervy. He's going to help. All right. Now, here we go. Here we go. We rolling now. We rolling now. Here comes Leslie. Oh, love that blue hat. Right-hand turn was a beauty. Elemental left. Remember, the louder you get, the harder they ride. $15.92, not what she was after.
A reigning Rookie of the Year from Scroggins, Texas, next to ride in. Got to watch her win the Music City Rodeo in Nashville inside Bridgestone Arena. Mackenzie Mays, number 18 in the world. Texas Circuit finalist. See if we can get back in the 14-second range. Checks up the sorrel at the first. Horse sticking its neck out. Dancing around barrel number 2. Keep it up. Final turn. It's the best one yet. Let's ride. Double M making a moment. 15:08. And that will be fourth. 15:08 is fourth.
We still have that 1474 and AC Pinkston in the lead as we get set for Presley Smith. This is her first trip ever to Rodeo Houston. She's been top 3 in Austin, top 4 in Cheyenne, and now it is her opportunity here at the biggest of them all, Rodeo Houston. She's won the rookie roundup. This is her horse, Optimus. I love this buckskin. Presley is so excited to be here. Oh, and we just barely caught that second barrel. They were laying down a really nice run. That horse was doing his job. And a 15:32. She was just going to cruise them through the rest of that pattern, come back tomorrow and fix that second barrel.
Well, as we pointed out in previous events, even if you have a bad go in round 1, even in the barrel racing, you can still come back, correct your mistakes, and win enough money to make it to a semifinal. Your final barrel racer, Helena Noasad of Stephenville, Texas. She was the champion at the Thompson, Texas Rodeo in Jacksonville. Got a check in Pecos. That's a big arena, too. One thing about it, when there's no fence next to the barrels, oh, this is good. Tight corners, straight lines, that's what you're after. Look out. Horse has some wheels. She might be able to do it. 1478 will tie her for second and third. I tell you what, those top 3, only 4/100ths of a second.
Night number 1 of a Super Series. When the clock starts, so do the nerves. The energy that's in this room as you try and get by every single barrel, being as close as you can be at a wide open gate, trying not to knock them over. The Lord's riding with the Cowgirls tonight as AZ Pinkston gets the top spot with a 1474, followed by Costa Noasad and Stillwell. Thank you to S&B Engineers and Constructors. They brought us the ladies in the barrel race.
And if you like Cowgirls competing, you're in a lucky spot. Stay in it, because our second Cowgirl contest of the evening is Breakaway Roping, brought to you by Oxy. And here we go again for the 5th time tonight. The person that won Rodeo Houston won the World Championship. In this case, it was Taylor Munsell. Keep your eyes out. Haley Williams is a past Rodeo Houston champ. Lots of NFR qualifiers in the breakaway there as we start with Millie Greenwood, Caldwell, Idaho. First to go and makes a solid run. Did she get it at the line?
Yeah, she did.
Broke the barrier. We got to quit doing that or use stronger string.
That calf kind of jumped straight up whenever the gate opened, threw her timing off. That 13-8, not the way she wanted to start things. Let's try the 2023 Rookie of the Year from Fitzhugh, Oklahoma, Miss Braylee Shepard. Right now, she ranks number 17. Now, why do we keep mentioning that? The top 15 cowboys and cowgirls in the world in their respective events make it to the national finals rodeo. Cracking that loop on, but we did it again.
Broke the barrier.
12.9.
And Janie, that's not uncommon because that's when you're early to go. When you're one of the first ones, you don't know how fast you need to be, so you're going to take some chances.
Yeah, this is where things change very quickly for Kinley Bernice as she gets ready. She is very consistent. She's had a chance to see that start. She is just fresh off of an awesome breakout season. First trip to the national finals breakaway roping, and she has not slowed down since. She's number 14 in the world. She's also such an impressive cowgirl. Right there, we got a hard-running calf. She makes a businesswoman run, 3.7. Are we good, guys?
It looks that way. There's no penalty flag on the ground. So that's now the measuring stick for the Craig, Colorado fourth-generation rancher. And you can tell she was a great basketball player, too. All-state, all-conference back in high school.
Excellent. Next young lady you're going to meet, Haley Williams. Saw her at a Mexican restaurant today.
Did you?
I did. Won this rodeo in 2023. Actually grew up with her mom down in Florida. Her mom, Jennifer, a second-generation polo player. Her dad, an 8-time world champion team roper and a Hall of Famer. That, of course, Speed Williams. Calls Comanche, Texas home.
Now you want that calf concentrating, too. You want him looking forward. That's how you want him before you nod. There you go. Haley, do it again. Oh, no. One thing about it, her and her dad have always ridden amazing horses.
They sure have.
That's a great horse right there. And if it was a head loop, it would have been perfect.
Just missed right over the top of the nose. No time for Haley, but she'll be back. 2 more rounds to go to try.
Now, I know it's University of Texas Day, but I have to mention this is a 4th-generation Texas A&M graduate right here. That's right, Madeline Richards, Hereford, Texas. She's getting her master's in agricultural economics. Hard-running calves, she rides up. And 4-4 will put her in the number 2 spot.
It's a solid run, but I think it's okay to pull for A&M as well because in Texas they pull for Texans, and I'm pretty sure A&M had something to do with the naming of the mascot, so either way, it's all good.
I've heard some rumors about what happened to Bevo. I refuse to believe them. Bailey Bates, the Navajo Nation on display. There it is, cowgirl. Coming off her first trip to the national finals. She was the champion of the Governor's Cup in the cinch playoffs in South Dakota. She was the champion of the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo. And she clocks in right where she needs to be, top 3, 4.5 for the Navajo Nation.
All right, we have some solid times on the board, but now it is time for your 2021 World Champion as well as your average winner from that year, Sawyer Gilbert. She's won Pendleton, she's won Cheyenne, she's won her Super Series here at Rodeo Houston. She's riding this mare, Cammie, and look at that focus that she has, making sure that calf is perfect. Here we go, quick start. 3.7, tie at the top.
Yes, it is. Everything is good at the barrier line. Nice start for Sawyer.
I was looking for that smile on her face.
I mean, if you look, that's a beautiful loop. The curl comes all the way around to the other side behind the head of the cab. That was gorgeous.
I like that flea bitten gray she's riding. All right, back him into the corner, make something happen. Riley George, Oakdale, California. We need a 3-6, cowgirl. Come smoke one. There you go, West Coast. Check it out. Is she clean? She is. We save the best for last again. Riley George. Going to college at Texas A&M Commerce. Number 6 in the world and number 1 in round 1 of Super Series 4. And she's stoic. She's not even smiling.
A bronky calf waiting for the start as the world champ stares him down. The Indian world champ got a piece of the action as well as they toss out the rope before it breaks away from the saddle horn. A look back and a smile from a job well done. A wave to the crowd from a past champ that we'll see again. But tonight it was Riley George, then Kenley, Sawyer, and Madeline. Thank you to Oxy. They bring us the Breakaway Ropers.
It's fixing to get wild and western in the Bayou City. Bull riding when we return.
Check the screens for the answer to the trivia question. The winner will be announced on March 21st.
All right, go visit the Fan Zone presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in section 104 and 124. Take a picture with your favorite rodeo stars or get an autograph, and there are some big time stars up there. We got bareback riders, saddle bronc riders. We're gonna autograph the camera up there in the Fan Zone. So much fun to be had. That was Logan Hay, Kate Bruno. They even bring their beautiful family. Go up there, meet these rodeo athletes, meet your rodeo royalty. It's all happening at the Texas Farm Bureau Insurance Fan Zone. That is the place to be here at Rodeo Houston each and every night.
Hey y'all, Kyle Irwin here. Glad to be back at Rodeo Houston. It's one of my favorite rodeos of the year. For obvious matters, the payout's amazing, the hospitality's awesome, they treat us great, treat our family great. Another great perk is the Houston Methodist Sports Medicine Team. I'm always checking up after your run, before you run, what you need. Yeah, it's awesome. Houston's always been great. You know, I can't say enough great things about this rodeo, and thanks once again to Houston Methodist.
What a great looking audience. Oh, look at that. We've got parade trophies and everything. Best of show in our audience. And inside the arena, we've got some best of show participants as well. You waited, we deliver it. Bull riding time at Rodeo Houston. Brought to you by Rock and Roll Denim. In 2025, we gave all the big money to Tristan Hutchings. The collegiate champ, the national finalist, put out a good showing here at Rodeo Houston multiple times. Look out for Trey Kimsey. He's creeping up on the $1 million mark, brother.
Yeah, but keep an eye on these three guys because they're going to save everybody's hide. On the left of your screen, the guy that's known as the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the 10-time Bullfighter of the Year, Dusty Tuckness. In the center, a 6-time NFR Bullfighter, Nate Justice. And on the right, a PBR superstar, the fastest man in cleats, Bo Sheets. But then, of course, there's one, our rodeo clown and funny man, the grandson of a world champion bull rider. Let's give a Texas welcome to John Harrison. Hi, buddy.
Hey, Houston, are you ready to ride some bulls? Yeah.
The question is, John, are you ready to ride some bull?
I'm not riding no bull.
He said he's not riding a bull. Let's start with the veteran Jordan Spears.
Caldwell, Idaho is where we send his mail. The 33-year-old's got a bull called Damage Control. 73% buck off, but so far Jordan's got a good seat. Yes! The clock says 8. Now get out of there.
Now, Andy, sometimes when you ask about a bull, they'll say he turns back in the gate, which means he turns back right away. But this one, quite literally, turns back in the gate into his riding arm, so his free hand comes up beside his ear to keep his shoulders square with the front of the bull. It gets treacherous at the end. That bull is dancing all around him and on top of him. It clips his left leg on the first jump, and there's a lot of hugging going on down there, but not a lot of love. Score comes up 87 points.
Greek Young of Rogersville, Missouri, soccer mom, a hard bull to ride, and you see why. You make one bobble, and you will get kicked out by the soccer mom.
Yeah, that bull's got a halter on. Who puts a halter on a bull named Soccer Mom? So we asked Raleigh Johnson, if somebody asked you, how would you describe the 8 seconds on the back of a bull?
I'd say it's like having your buddy put you in a box and kicking you down the stairs. There's a lot going on, a lot of adrenaline, and it'll get you going for sure.
Is it really a buddy if he puts you in a box and kicks you down the stairs? I think that's a bully, not a buddy.
But he said it'll get you going for sure.
Oh, you don't say.
All right, this kid was 89 in Guthrie, Oklahoma, at an event they call Bull Nanza. He's 5'8", 140 pounds. And I'm not going to tell you where the bull got its name, but his name is Motor Breath. Western Texas College. He's a young bull, folks, and young bulls will get dizzy. They'll spin so much, it'll look like they're drunk. Oh, hey, no more for me, pal. I'm driving. Yeah. I mean, he turns back and slams him right back into the chute. And then the bull just keeps going round and round and round and round. And either way, 87 on the first one, no score on the second.
Tristan Mize, your next bull rider to go from Bryan, Texas. That's right, a Bryan, Texas Cowboy has a bull called Short Grub that has been out 54 times, only ridden twice. The last time they rode this bull was in August of 2023. And now you see why.
Folks, in August, it will be 3 years since somebody rode this bull for 8 seconds. That bull now is 55-2 in his career. He has a 96% buck-off rate. There is no shame if you're Tristan Mize and coming down off of that one. Now, you mentioned at the start, we better keep our eyes on Trey Kimsey. He's top 20 in the world.
And Trey is inching closer and closer to the $1 million mark. The son of a professional rodeo barrel man, the brother of a world champion. Got a bull that's 10-3, 70% buck-off ratio, but Hayden Welsh was 86 on this bull in Waco. He already bucked off Stetson Wright in our first Super Series. But Rat Rod, the black bull, around to the right, set him up whenever he went back to the left, and that foot was loose.
That's a great way to describe it, Andy. He set him up. So this bull turns back into his hand, and if he stays going to the right on Trey, Trey's going to be there all day, and the bull knows it. So the bull switches directions and throws slobber out of his nose. Look at the slobber coming out of that bull's nose. He's trying to just do anything he can to get the guy on the ground. And the change of direction was enough to get Tristan. So we rolled the first one. Now there's 4 no scores in a row. You got to help us change that, Texas. When this gate opens up, you got to get behind Junior Taylor. I know they call him Robbie, but, well, actually his name's Robbie. Everybody calls him Junior. He's from Chinle, Arizona. He won the Turquoise Circuit Finals in Camp Verde, Arizona with an 88-point ride.
Dark Thoughts, the bull that is laying down for Junior.
He's laying down because he's having dark thoughts.
Oh, now we're going to move up and go to a rematch.
Okay.
Fulton Rutland of Westville, Oklahoma, has a bull that he was on last year at San Antonio called Brimstone. He only lasted 4.4 seconds.
And I look at it like he was over halfway there.
Yeah. See if the 30-year-old can get a little revenge.
So now it looks like he's not pulling, so did they move back? Oh, no.
They needed the hook.
Hook for the flank strap. Okay, got you.
Okay, boy, you told me that this bull's been ridden 5 times, and all 5 were by righties. He's a southpaw.
Yep, so listen, folks, if you want to make a little history, if Fulton rides this bull, he'll be the first left-handed cowboy ever to cover this bull for 8 seconds. The 5 rides that have been tallied on Brimstone have been all by right-handed men. You doing math over there?
I don't know how you come up with all these stats. Right-handed, left-handed. Just ride the bull.
Slide up, buddy. Let's make history. Can he do it? It's revenge time. Stay there. No! John Harrison said in our ear, quit giving me all these stats. I just want to ride a bull.
Well, I did too. It looked to me like he owned him, and then all of a sudden his right foot came off that rope. Watch his right foot right here. See how it comes back off the rope? When you lose your footing, you're going to lose it all. And he's grinning because he knows he was close. Whoa, we're rolling with another one. Whoa, Robbie!
Attaboy, Bo.
Okay. Now, wait a second. Bo? Bo, you're not supposed to do that.
Yes, he is.
If there's anything supposed to happen, it's supposed to be you take the bull to the barrel so the guy in the yellow and red shirt gets a hooking.
Oh, my.
That was a neat feeling for free. If you want to do that at the carnival, it costs 5 tickets.
I didn't even know you could do that in the carnival. Jeez.
It's a good reason to go to college.
It's all, everybody wants to do cowboy stuff until it's time to do cowboy stuff. All right, here's your pick, you homer.
That's right, Ernie Corsa Jr. from Okeechobee, Florida. Gladiator, the name of the bull. Come on, Ernie Bob. You won Jacksonville, won Brighton, Florida. Palmetto 2, quick move. Stay with it. Can he do it? Yes, he will.
Okay, wait for it. Andy talked about this at the top of the show. He rooted for Ernie because he knew all of you would love to see this. Come on, Houston. The Cat Fisherman with an 84-point ride. For Catfish Ernie. That'll get him number 2 money. And I just love it when that 32-year-old cowboy gets to the whistle. These highlights are going to be good, folks. I know the guy who puts them together, and he had some material. Oh, you talk about material. Look out for the post! Straight down on his face into the dirt. Don't let go with your foot. Ernie stays there. Jordan, 87 to the good, but he pays a price. Spears crawls away, but look out, Bo. Take a ride for the cause. Holy hopping hamburger, Batman, are you okay? Houston Methodist, we've got a problem. But Ernie is pumped up. How about it for your bull riding? California and Florida. The left coast wins first with an 87. The right coast wins second with an 84. Thank you to Rock and Roll Denim for bringing us the bull riding. Up next, a very special tribute to some of our favorite athletes. We want to welcome some lucky recipients of our Rodeo Acts of Kindness program. They've been moved down from the 6th level to these great seats thanks to Rodeo Acts of Kindness participants, TC Energy.
Hey, get out your phones and scan the QR code up on the screen and you could be on the Raising Cane's selfie cam. Hey, we see you up there. Don't get your phone out, you're already on the big screen. Trying to make out that picture right there. Can't quite tell, got a little blurry. Hello. That's a good selfie right there. Hey, there you are. Oh, what a great looking couple on the big screen and waving to everybody. Hey, pay attention, you're on the big screen. That is a great shirt, sir. I love the music. Hey, lots of Creed fans out there ready for a great concert, but this is your moment to shine on the big screen. Great cowboy hat, love the bolo tie. We got some great looking fans out there having a big time at Rodeo Houston. Come on, Houston, let's see you live on the selfie cam, having so much fun. We love the big smiles. I think that hat says, put it on my Cowboys tab. I like that, that's hilarious. All right, thank you, Houston, and thank you to Raising Cane's.
For generations, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo has welcomed professional athletes from around the world who come to compete and take part in one of the most exciting and celebrated events of the year. But the Cowboys and Cowgirls admit they'd be nothing on their own. They fully rely on their partners, and now Oxy is honored to present the other part of their team that these athletes cherish, the part of their team that they love and fiercely protect, just like a part of their family. This is historic Rodeo Houston footage from over a decade ago of two legendary horses. That's a mare named Hostage on the left and a stallion named Lunatic Fringe on the right. Both of these horses have done their part to help crown Rodeo Houston champions over the years. But they did something else. Together, they had a daughter. And here she is, their 14-year-old daughter, Lunatic Bayou. She has followed in her parents' footsteps. This is a mother of 4 that's been bucked at top rodeos across the United States, including here in Houston. Remember, these animal athletes were born to be bucking horses. They're loved and respected by the Cowboys that dare to ride them. And soon enough, the youngest member of this deep bloodline, the son of Lunatic Bayou, that is Lunatic Bay. And he's about to build his own career. He'll be setting his own records one day, just like his mom and his grandparents. You know, some horses are born to run fast. Some are meant to work with cutting precision. But these athletes were born to challenge their riders. Bucking comes natural to these broncs, and it's our responsibility and our honor to make sure that they are cared for with respect, because they're a part of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo family as well. And they represent both the legacy and the future of our rodeo. You know, we've been cheering for Cowboys and Cowgirls all day. Just one time, let's hear it for the animal athletes that carry them to glory. The mothers and their sons and daughters that will bring us a future of bucking horses right here at Rodeo Houston. A big thanks to Oxy for presenting our Born to Buck legacy. You can see these beautiful horses up close at the Born to Buck exhibit right behind the junction. So be sure to check that out on one of the days that you're out at the rodeo. Even if you don't have a ticket inside NRG, you can go see the Born to Buck legacy presented by Oxy.
All right, coming up next, it's going to get wild here at NRG Stadium. These kids are rolling in. All the calf scramble action is next.
Our arena crew does it all. I mean, they work the ropes, they work the gates, they work the dirt, they work the barrels, they feed the stock. Those talented folks doing all the hard work are sponsored by Cavender's Boot City.
Life on the road of a rodeo athlete can be challenging. That's why United Airlines is thrilled to reunite rodeo families and bring them along for the ride. Haley Williams is a standout cowgirl with 3 national finals rodeo appearances. She is no stranger to Rodeo Houston, being crowned our Breakaway champion in 2023. She's not only known for the competitor that she is, but for her sportsmanship, even when things don't go her way. For Haley, rodeoing isn't just what she does, it's a way of life for her and her family. Haley, we know how important family is to you, so we want to unite you with your family as often as possible with airfare from United Airlines. You were selected by your peers because they think you deserve this, and so do we. Congratulations, Haley. You are tonight's Rodeo Reunited family, sponsored by United.
As the crowd continues to grow, it's Calf Scramble time, sponsored by Transocean. Tonight we want you to keep an eye out for the first scrambler to properly catch a calf across the line, because that scrambler will have a chance to compete in the Super Scramble on March 21st. Let's join Andy and Janie and meet tonight's scramblers.
Well, today we have 19 young ladies and 11 young men, all of them in 4-H and FFA, hoping to catch a calf. I was hustling down here, but Janie had a few extra moments to interview a few of our scramblers. What do you know, Janie?
Andy, yet again, we have an awesome group of ag kids that are involved in so many different activities, from marching band to powerlifting. But since it is UT night, many of them want to attend the University of Texas. So hook 'em. Let's get it started with our first calf scrambler, Jocelyn Delgado,
Wesley Moen,
Mackenzie Shear,
Eli Moen,
Abrielle Kane,
Valerie Saucedo,
Callie Mathis,
Gracie Turk,
Kyle Pipple,
Justin DeVoe,
Gavin Westerkamp,
Jesus Contreras,
Sophia Gonzalez,
Julia Farquhar,
Kennedy Matas,
Emily Esquivel,
Kaysen Lester,
Haven Bourbon,
Callie Fold,
Mia Moreno-Arenda,
Isabella Langford,
Easton Taylor,
Emma Dixon,
Autumn Grissett,
Cody Zimmerman,
Isabella Carrega,
Cash Dale,
Jacek Jarecki,
Kimber Reed,
and Holly Hamilton. Those are your scramblers for Scramble number 10. Give them all a round of applause. When we have our calf scramble, there are 2 groups that assist us in making sure everything goes as it's supposed to. We have our gate opener and our starter. Tonight's gate opener happens to be members of the 2005 University of Texas National Championship football team. Please welcome Quan Cosby, Frank Oakham, Rod Wright, Selvin Young, and Vince Young. Give them some love. Our calf scramble starter was a 2021 to 2025 University of Texas football player and winner of the Warfel Trophy. Please welcome Michael Taft. As we swing the gate open, the calves will go up the lane as our calf scramble committee makes sure everybody's headed in the right direction. It will be up to Mr. Taft to drop the hat. That signifies when the beginning of it all goes. Holding it high in the air. There it is. Let's go. Catch one for the 10th time at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
And it's already getting pretty wild out there. These calves are tough, but these kids are stronger. Lots of different strategies, but grabbing the tail is always a surefire way to get it done. Oh, looks like we've got one right here. Get that calf kind of settled down and ease that halter on. It's getting pretty crazy over here in front of the buck and shoots. Not gonna lie, this is not an easy event, but number 28, Jason Dretsky, he looks like he's doing pretty good. He plays basketball, he shows cattle, plans to go to A&M one day. What an awesome young kid getting an early start here in the calf scramble.
We've got one caught out of the box. Now we have to get back in. That's number 28, Jason Dretsky. And it looks like we've got a catch and another one right behind him. Man, it's close.
Tough group of kids here tonight. Battling out for this last group over here. Number 24's got one by the tail. Autumn Gressett wants to be a game warden one day. Wow, that is so cool. Also runs track. That's gonna pay off here in the calf scramble. No, don't let it go.
Well, we got a fast young man down here on the arena floor, Jason Jareski, who is getting his footwear back situated. But Jason, how excited are you to catch a calf in the scramble?
Oh my gosh, this has been great. Whole experience, I loved everything about it. But catching that quick, not having to run around that much, it's amazing.
Well, you're an amazing young man. Are you bringing a steer or heifer back to the show?
I'm gonna be bringing a breeding heifer back.
A breeding heifer back. That's a man with a plan for the future. Give it up for Jason Jareski of Hampshire Fannin FFA.
Congratulations to him. I love that. Very smart strategy. If you catch early, then you don't have to run around as much. Makes sense. There's number 27 right there, Cash Dale. He shows cattle, he plays football, baseball, basketball, track. I don't know how he finds the time in the day, but he does. And right now, he's getting this calf caught. We're easing that halter on. We're using the fence to our advantage. A little bit of leverage. We got a tough cowgirl over here wrestling this baldy calf to the ground. Number 4 is the number of the calf. I can't quite tell what number 18 right there. That is Haven Bourbon. She's a wrestler. Makes so much sense right there. She shows lambs, goats, rabbits. And she is about to catch this calf.
She's trying to put that halter on too. There's still quite a few calves down here on the south end.
That is a wrestling move right there. I'm impressed.
There's number 1, Jocelyn Delgado of Bryan FFA. Oh boy, they're coming my way. Yikes.
A lot of calves up for grabs over there on that end. We've got a tail over here. Eventually these calves will slow down. Hang tight. Oh, and it got away.
That's number 27, Cash Dale of Rains County 4-H. He's got it in reverse, just a few more steps.
Let's go, Cash, you were so close. Help him out, Houston. We're almost across that line.
He is about 6 feet from the edge of the calf scramble box. Just a few more steps. Come on, get behind Cash.
We are almost there.
There's number 18 again, Haven Bourbon of Lake Travis FFA.
Still in the middle of a wrestling match over here, but we're getting closer.
Oh, I think she snuck that halter on. There's number 10 and a fresh mullet for Justin DeVoe of College Park FFA. Little extra cabbage on the backside, not too shabby.
Nice job for Justin DeVoe over there. He showed 3 cows this year. He had a plan, he was gonna jump and catch. And that's exactly what he did, made it across. We're still back, almost crossing this line for Cash Dale. Don't give up, Cash, you are almost there. Just gotta talk that calf into it. It's a conversation sometimes. Don't go backwards. All right, we got one caught right here.
She's got a smile on her face.
Yeah, she's having fun. Everybody's having
There's
fun.
number 18. She's going to finish the job. Haven Bourbon, way to stick with it.
Great job, Haven. And you know, from these hard-running calf scramble kids to our rodeo athletes, Houston Methodist and Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine are standing by to take care of any injuries to our competitors.
That calf is not impressed.
Okay, now get up and get him.
See if we can move to the front. Number 2, Wesley Moen of Albert FFA.
Wesley's a baseball player. He's an athlete. He's got this calf caught. Now it's just kind of a game of muscle here as we try to convince the calf to move forward across the line.
Get a hold of him. Get your arm around his neck. Get your arm around his neck.
Just a few left. And hey, the great thing about this program is once you catch a calf, you are awarded a certificate to purchase a steer or a heifer and bring them back and be a part of the 2027 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. This program began back in 1942 and has awarded over 24,700 certificates to the tune of $22 million. Raising animals teaches them life skills such as the responsibility of caring for a living animal, financial accountability, record keeping, decision making, and communications as they keep in touch with their donors throughout the process. To make sure everything is going as planned, they will also come back to a fall progress show and show that animal, and then return to the 2027 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Hold on, number 15. That's Kennedy Matas of Canyon FFA in New Braunfels.
Yep, Kennedy, she's got this calf moving now. She's an athlete as well. Cross country, track, soccer. Now the calf scramble. I wonder which one is the most difficult.
You catch in the calf scramble and you become part of history. Part of what is the fabric of this great show. As we continue to battle it out with these last calves, there is Nate Justice giving some assistance to Kennedy. Kennedy is spent. And that's number 8, Gracie Turk. Same FFA program, and a catch for Sofia Gonzalez. Come on, Sofia, get in the box. How is it that Sofia got dirty and John stayed clean? How in the world does that work?
Nice job, Sophia. Catch your breath. Be proud. This is a huge feat.
I don't know if they're inspecting or maybe expecting the opportunity to catch this calf.
Oh, she's not let that one get away, Andy. She's
I don't
got
think so
it.
either. I think with a catch, she's going to try to take this audience higher. As she should.
I see what you did there.
Put the halter on, and let's see how much noise this group can make.
You guys, that is Gracie Turk, and she actually won 9th place showing her lamb today. So she's about to now catch a calf and have the best time here at Rodeo Houston.
Is John trying to coach her while sitting crisscross applesauce? Are you kidding me?
Hey, that's a pretty good coach in John Harrison right there. What is he saying? John, what are you telling her? Oh, he's just watching. He's just admiring.
He's just seeing how this is done, reflecting on some of the poor life choices he's made.
Let's go. Keep going.
Let's go.
He told her, just keep going. You're doing great. All right, folks, let's help her out. That is Gracie Turk, and she needs all of you to assist her as she travels northbound. You got the halter on, you got your calf. Let's finish the job you started. Houston, Texas is going to help you, Gracie. Thank you to Transocean for bringing us the calf scramble. Stick around. We're going to size them all up. Chuck Wagon Racing coming up soon.
It's our distinct privilege to honor America's heroes, as well as their families who support them, like our Gold Star families who have made the ultimate sacrifice. On behalf of Crown Royal, we salute the men and women in uniform that make it possible for all of us to live with freedom and pride in our country. Tonight we honor United States Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant. He is currently serving as the Operations Chief for the 1st Battalion, 23rd Marine Regiment here in Houston. He has served in a range of fields from security operations, infantry operations, recruiting, space operations, and special operations. He's deployed with the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit to the Middle East, South Asia, Australia, and South Korea. He's earned several personal decorations, including the Defense Meritorious Service and the Joint Service Commendation Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, this is United States Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant Daniel Garcia Jr. Join me in thanking him for his 17 years of service and sacrifice. And thanks again to Crown Royal for sponsoring this special salute. Come on, Houston, let that warrior hear you. Some great sounds inside the arena. That means it's time for the Axis Sounds of the Night.
Hola, saludos amigos. Les invitamos a que nos acompañen durante todo el rodeo en la
Every now and then I click on that Spanish one. They have on the Cowboy channel, like the Spanish translation these guys do. Woo! Hello, Houston. I wonder if that's what he just said. Ride, vaquero, ride. I've been learning Spanish on Duolingo, the app. I'm getting pretty good, but then again, I haven't really learned anything. I can say like I want to eat or something like that. I want a coffee, so they can say stuff like that. It's okay.
Okay. First heat of chuck wagon races coming your way. It was Chevron, Kroger, and Mustang Cat. So we're tied, right, Janie and Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that means, Luis, you get to pick our wagon, buddy.
We are going with Kroger.
Okay. Andy and Janie?
Go ahead.
No,
you guys
no,
go ahead. We'll just take whatever's left over.
Pick.
Chevron.
Chevron. All right. Enrique, for you and Mr. Tallman.
That's right, Mustang Cat, here we go.
Andale! I know that word from Luis.
Orale!
It's 2 laps around the arena. The first horse to cross the white line. Take it away, Andy.
That's right. This is lap numero uno. I don't know why we're speaking so much Spanish. Creed speaks English. Lap number 1. Come on, Chevron. We need you.
All right, Chevron's picking up the pace. Here we come on the inside as we get ready to win this thing.
Come on, Kroger.
Vamos.
Vámonos, vámonos.
Vamos, Mustang Cat. Let's bring it home, Amarillo.
There they are. They're coming right in the corner. En la esquina. Viene corriendo.
Red,
Sí,
white,
señor.
blue. Coming
Vamos.
for you. Yes.
That's
We're
right.
on a roll. That's 3 in a row. It's called a winning streak.
We're going to sweep again. We could sweep this thing all over again. Just keep it going all the way to the end.
You are living proof not all mothers eat their young. You know that?
Hey, my parents are here.
Oh, sorry about that. Luis, what do we say? Como dice loser in Espanol?
Estamos perdiendo.
Well, whatever that is, we're it.
Yes.
I'll just do a thumbs down.
Thank you to Chevron, Kroger, and
Universal.
Mustang Cat. Let's go to our second heat. Now, y'all need to do what we're doing. Pick a wagon and bet with your friends. Bet a beer, bet a bing, bet a buck, whatever. Baylor, Ford, and STX Beef. I am going to go with, oh, come on, somebody help me here. Should I stick with Baylor?
I don't know. Pick one.
Ford.
Let's go.
Okay. We'll take STX beef.
Okay. Enrique, you don't get to pick.
Why?
You just get stuck.
Okay, that's fine.
But that's all right. You've won like 11 races without ever picking a winner. So you got STXB.
See if we can master a 4-peat. 4 in a row after being scraped off the bottom of the ocean. That's right. Here we go. The assimilated start is over. Here's lap number 1. If you've got an action seat, cover your nachos.
Ooh, just got hit by some dirt back here as these wagons are picking up the pace. STX Beef is gaining on them. Andy and Janie are awesome.
good guys use white horses.
Aquí vamos, second lap. STX Beef is going to bring it home. Bring home the beef. Show me the beef. Here we go.
And the crowd goes wild. Here we go. Damas y caballeros, el campeón, Baylor Medicine. Come on, Katarina. Vamos. Yeah.
Oh.
Touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Feels good to win. Who's your daddy now?
Listen,
I like that
I'm
little dance,
so
Boyd. That's
happy
nice.
Boyd won one because we don't like it when Boyd pouts.
No, that was a nice little dance. I like
We
that.
do not.
I'll be
Good
honest,
job.
I was pouting.
Yeah, a
You
pouty
were.
Boyd is not a good Boyd.
Boyd,
Yes, sir.
you are the champion. Boyd, eres el campeón.
All right,
Yeah,
calm
well,
down.
we are, Luis. You're my partner.
Yeah, there you go.
We're running out of days to catch Bob and Enrique, though.
Yeah.
That seems to be the problem.
At this pace, you guys are going to catch us in October.
Oh, from the guy that hasn't picked a winning wagon yet. Baylor, Ford, and STX Beef brought
Still the
us
winner.
the Chuck Wagon.
Still the winner.
It's coming up. We know you're looking forward to it. It's probably one of the most favorite events of the rodeo. Mutton busting is right around the corner.
For one momentous month, Houston comes alive to showcase its best. Family, friends, old and new, gather in the heart of Texas to celebrate the spirit of the West.
Hello, Houston.
The stadium lights blaze every night, casting shadows on cowboys and cowgirls whose courage shines bright.
Let's go. It's the ride of a lifetime. I love y'all, Houston.
Here, livestock aren't just animals. They're champions, companions, and a testament to a way of life. Focused on nurturing our traditions, cultivating not only the land, but dedication to the future is our mission. For the young and the young at heart, the thrill of the rides, the taste of the food, and the pulse of the city are just the start. From legends who have graced the star-studded stage to the students who have a trail to blaze. More than 90 years of legacy, heritage, and grit are woven in. Rodeo Houston is a part of the fabric of our souls within. The melodies will echo forever in our hearts. To the memories made and the dreams yet to come, long live the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Welcome to the show.
Hey folks, it's time to vote for the Hard Luck Awards, sponsored by Amegy Bank. You get to be the judge and decide who our winner is tonight. Watch the replays and your applause will determine who had the toughest luck. They'll go home with an extra $200 in their pocket thanks to Amegy Bank. We have 3 rides for you to vote on. We want you to cheer for all of our athletes, but save your biggest applause for who you think had the roughest ride. Okay, folks, this is the Hard Luck High Flying Awards. And one of the reasons I love it is the power is finally given to you. You're the people who are going to pick who gets the money from Amegy Bank. Now listen, sometimes the worst wreck is the first, sometimes it's the last, so never hold back. But remember, it's not just high flying, it's hard luck as well. So let's get started with a hard luck cowboy in the steer wrestling. This is Rowdy Parrott. Now you're supposed to grab that steer, push the left horn down, and go to the nose. And the steer is like, I don't think so, Scooter. I mean, it tore his labrum. The way that steer took his head away from the cowboy, he's hurting today because he couldn't get the steer down. Come on, folks, how loud can you get on a Creed night? Go! So 94 is how we start, Andy.
Well, that's not bad. But sometimes you can get bucked off, and then there's other times you get tossed off. Watch this. Trey Benton III He's going to get bucked off, and then to add insult to it, he gets stepped on. Watch his leg. Ow! Right there. This bull weighs over 1,800 pounds, stands on his leg. Oh, folks, he limped out of here. We had to help him get on the next night. Give it up for Trey Benton III. $95, we're getting there.
Listen, we don't want a night with Creed fans not to hit 100 mark. All right, hard luck and high flying. Watch it with Bradley Miller. First, the hard luck. His rigging breaks. Then the high flying. Look at his rigging is still in his hand. It broke off and he went flying through the air, almost got kicked by the horse. And even though he didn't win a penny, this Huntsville, Texas cowboy tips his hat for giving you a good show. How loud can you get? Come on for Texas. Oh, so close, 99, but we've got our winner thanks to you, Bradley Miller. It's the title for tonight's Hard Luck Award, sponsored by Amity Bank, and he's taking home the cash. During our last rodeo performance on Championship Saturday, we'll show our top roughest rides, and the winner that night will be crowned this year's Hard Luck Award, and they'll walk away with the grand prize of $2,500. That's the Hard Luck Award, sponsored by Amity Bank. Thank you for your patience. You've waited long enough. The time is now for the Mutton Bustin'. Presented on this day by HEB. Let's go down to the maestros of Mutton Busting. Maestro, that was the word I was looking for. Andy and Janie.
You'll figure it out. We're down here in Clown College. That's right. It's 11:01 is the class we're taking. Janie, we're ready to do this.
Yeah, enough clowning around. It's time to get serious. It's everybody's favorite event. It's time for the Mutton Bustin'.
Nora Suarez from Katy, first to go.
Well, she wins best dressed. Those cowgirl boots are amazing, and way to start it off.
Now it's Brooks Ballard, who wants to do what Daddy does. We'll do it big, Brooks.
He's got to have a cool dad out there, and wow, what a great ride all the way to the end. Wave to the fans, a thumbs up. I love that.
Dylan Dale, Cypress, Texas, 6-year-old Dylan.
Wants to be the mayor. I love that as well. Shoot big for the big dreams, and wow, a good ride. This is going to be a tough one to judge.
5-year-old Perry Dupre of Houston, Texas. Perry loves bull riding. Now you're part of the Mutton Bustin'.
Oh, and we got a cool strategy on how you rode that sheep. That was not an easy one to get by. Wave to the fans, you were awesome.
Conrad Lilly, 6 years old from Wichita Falls.
Oh, and we're making a great ride, hanging on with everything he's got. Good job, Cowboy.
Riley Mack Reynolds, 5 years old from Houston, loves the carnival and the pig races. Go, Riley, go!
Wants to be Spider-Man when he grows up, and you can see why. He hangs on to that sheep just like Spider-Man.
Luca Nakas. Luca, 5-year-old Houstonian, loves barrel racing and wants to be a dad.
That's really awesome. No better job, and great job in the Mutton Bustin'.
East Texas's Pasadena's Justin Skipper, 5-year-old Justin is on the way.
Favorite event is riding a sheep, living the dream out here. Way to go.
Luca Suarez, the Katy native, likes pickle pizza. I didn't even know that was a thing. Luca, get him.
Sophisticated palate. That was a tough sheep. You gave it everything you had. Good job.
Cooper Loomis of Alvin, Texas, likes eating fried Oreos. Here's Cooper.
He's tough. He wants to be alignment, but wow, look at that ride. That was a big sheep, and you made it all the way to the far end. Wave to the fans.
Joshua, Texas, Winwood coming your way.
Loves the bucking bulls and wants to be a construction worker. What a cool kid.
Israel Perez, 5-year-old Perez, and the calf scramble is the favorite event of Israel. Here we go.
Wants to be a zookeeper, but we're about to master this sheep. Good job.
Gianna Hall, 5-year-old Gianna loves mutton busting and wants to be a police officer.
Let's go, Gianna! Making a ride right there! You gotta be proud of that one.
Final mutton buster to go, Kaylee Ward. 5-year-old Kaylee likes fried Oreos.
Her favorite part of the rodeo is the whole rodeo. I love all the sparkles and the pink. Way to finish off our mutton busting. Wave to the crowd.
I swear our mutton busted just gets better and better each and every time we crack the latch. As you see our contestants, they get those back numbers with their names on them. Put them in a memory box. It's a memory they will not soon forget. But each and every time we have our mutton busting, we get to crown a champion. That champion gets a special prize and a chat with Janie.
I'm here with this awesome cowgirl, Dylan, who just won the mutton busting. And Dylan, I gotta ask you, what is your favorite color?
Red.
Red. I could have sworn it was pink with your amazing, cute outfit. Hey, how did you practice for the mutton busting?
My mom.
Well, it paid off, and hey, because you're our winner, HEB is going to present you with this beautiful buckle. Show it to the camera because you, cowgirl, are our winner tonight in the mutton busting. Let's hear it for Dylan.
Thank you to HEB for sponsoring the mutton busting.